YouTube, I finally got the iOS 16 update on my iPhone. I was actually not even aware this update was due. I was in the middle of ballet class when my teacher suddenly said that she needed to update her phone, and that reminded me. So as soon as I got home, I fumbled with the settings and I updated my phone to the new iOS 16 update, and I'm so ready to get into making some customizations because this new update brings actually a lot of different things, some things that are pretty new. You know, sometimes they do this type of updates and they don't even change things, but this time I think they added quite a number of interesting changes and customizations you can make, so I'm very excited to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let us transition into a voiceover and a screen recording for me to show you how I did my customization with the new iOS 16 update. So this is what my home screen looks like right now, and we're going to work together to customize it. I've already played around a little bit with the new updates iOS 16 brings, but we're going to work together to make this a little bit more coherent and certainly make it a little bit more into fall vibes. But anyway, the very first thing you want to start off is by updating your phone, right? So you want to go to settings up here, and then you want to go to where it says general, and then you want to go where it says software update. Here obviously it's telling me that it's up to date, but if you have any updates available, then they will display them there. If you don't see anything, it's just understood that you already have the latest one. After that, you are going to press hold on the lock screen, and you will see there are options either to customize the one that you have or to add a new template. And by the way, this is so cool since you can actually have them stored here and just change them at your convenience. For example, I randomly did this pink/purple one, but if I don't want it later on, I can just slide it upward and then just delete it right there. But you can continue to add your customizations here and just store them. I think it would be so cool to actually have one like for each month of the year or something, and then just changing them each month. That is actually pretty cool. So here, let us just add a new one, and here you can see that they actually give you several other options. I love this one on the suggested photos that actually highlights the figure of the picture over the hour. I don't know, for some reason these people think that it's a good idea to put my face as a lock screen, which I don't think it's good, but I like the feature where you can actually put the picture or the figure over the actual numbers or widgets that you can put there. So that's a very cool feature in there. You have a lot other options that are already pre-designed for you, but I'm going to customize mine so that it looks a little bit like autumn or fall. As you can see here, I changed my home screen a little bit just for you to see like the app icons. So we're actually going to go to Pinterest, and I'm going to browse here a little bit, and I'm going to download a few pictures that I've already saved before on one of my folders on one of my boards. I think it's called Autumn Vibes. Let me see if I can find it. Autumn wallpaper ideas. Yes. So here I'm going to browse around a little bit, download the ones I like, and then come back here to actually get this customized. By the way, I'm gonna have my Pinterest link down below, and I have a lot of options not only for autumn, but as you can see, I have some other boards for customization, such as Fernanda Ramirez style right there, or just some like beige customizations. So if you want more inspiration, I have actually made several boards with ideas that I gathered from other YouTubers that I like, so you can go check those out as well. Now that I have found the wallpaper I want to use, I'm going to add a new one. Go to photos, go to my gallery, and then choose this one that is from Julia K. Christ's website because I think it will look nicer. Okay, so we are going to customize the widgets now. So at the very top, you can see it has the date. So if you click there, you have several options, right? Like you can put your calendar with the events if you had any, which I don't, but I'm definitely gonna continue using my calendar a little bit more. But we have Widgetsmith at the bottom, which you can actually update the app if you don't have it updated, and then it will give you two options, one for the home and then the other one for the lock screen. So there you can add several things like like this. You can add a widget. Next comes the time. So for the time, we have several different fonts, and this was actually something that I was a little bit scared of at the beginning when I saw the customization, because I thought the font was only going to be this thick one, until I realized that, hey, the original one is back too, and you have many other different options that look as pretty. I honestly like this one a lot, but I think this one looks so cool. I think this one could stay for now. Then we can change the color of it. We can even go here and even use this to go with a color from the actual background. If not, we can just continue here and try to customize it a little bit. So I'm going to try to look for a nice color for these fonts. I think something along those lines should work. And here you can even find the hex color, just trying to play around with it a little bit. Let me see what I like. I don't want it to be too orange. I like it a little bit like on the red side, which I don't think I'm achieving. I think that one looks okay for now. Okay, I like that so far. So now we're gonna add some widgets. So for the widgets, I am kind of old-fashioned, so I will keep the clock, and I feel like using my calendar a little more, so I will add my calendar as well right here. And then, since I will be traveling soon, I want to be aware of the temperature and weather, so I will add the weather widget as well. I think I like this one too, just because it's more consistent. It brings everything, like the forecast and then the temperature, all of that. I like it. All right, so I think I like how it is looking so far. Pretty much those are all the customizations. If you slide to the right, you'll see that they actually give you several filters. I'm not gonna use any because right now my wallpaper is actually plain, so not to worry on that. And then it says pinch to crop, so you can actually pinch the picture and do it like that. And then it's gonna say set as wallpaper pair or customize home screen. So if you click on customize home screen, you actually have different options as well, such as like color, the color guardian, which can be just like changing a little bit. You have blur, and that means like if you see my picture before, it was of friends, and then in the home screen it actually looks blurred. You can do that, or you can go to photos, and again there's my face, but on photos you can actually change it a little bit. So let's say that for my actual wallpaper I wanted to use the pumpkins, right? So I would say done, because I don't want to use any filter. Then when it's done, I can hit blur, and you'll see that it actually blurs it and you don't see the actual pumpkins. All right, so there it is. You can see it now. Now I have 3 different ones. I don't want this one anymore, so I'm actually going to delete it right there. But we have this new one. Let's work with that one. Okay, now that we're back to the home screen, we want to customize the bottom app covers and just play around a little bit with the app icons that I have in here, and certainly change these faces right here because they don't match with the vibe of the autumn. So here you can see I already did a little bit of a change. I'm actually going to change the name here. Bottom apps right there need to be changed on their covers, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you step by step how to change the app covers. So first up, we want to go to shortcuts. We're going to click on the upper right hand corner where it's a plus sign, and there we're going to select action, and then after that we look for the one that says scripting. And after scripting, we're going to choose open app. Where it says app, I'm going to choose the app that I'm actually looking forward to changing, and I'm going to use Instagram first. Then you see this little arrow up here. You're going to put that as add to home screen. Here I'm going to change the name to Instagram. Here I'm going to choose photos. So I'm going to choose this one right there. I'm going to kind of center it. Actually, I can make it a little bit bigger. It looks a little bit pixeled, but I think I'm gonna use that one right there. Okay, so you see now it's added. So I'm gonna take this one out of here. I'm gonna put it in there. And the same thing I'm gonna be doing with all the other apps that I have here. Alright, so surprise, surprise, I kind of already did the little customization in here. I just did like one page, as you can see, so it's actually just the main page of the home screen, and if you scroll to the right, then you'll see the library, and actually up here it's the app that I use for my fonts, so I can link it down below for you guys to get one of your own as well. And then as you can see, I pretty much used Widgetsmith for the little widgets. If you want to know how I did that little like oval stuff, obviously Widgetsmith does not have that type of shapes, but I just saw Julia K. Christ's iOS 16 customization video, and she gave this very cool insight as to making sure that the background of the picture is the same color as your actual wallpaper. That way it merges, and then it seems as though it had that specific shape, but it's just, you know, your regular widget with just the background color the same as the wallpaper. And I did the same thing for the little calendar that you see at the bottom. I think I like all my apps put into different like folders, especially with the little font that I use for them. I'm not particularly loving the fact that it says Widgetsmith under every widget. I don't know if that's something that you can change. I do really like my app icons in here, just because you know, oh, look at that, I'm actually screen recording this at the moment. Anyway, so I really like that they are changing the colors. And then here I have my reminders, which I do this especially just to remind myself of the important things in life. And then I have some other autumn related things. I definitely copied one of the widgets, as you can see from the home screen, but it's okay. And then at the original home screen you see this. I feel like I'm missing something, so I might try to use a different wallpaper for this one, just to make it look a little bit livelier or with some more color. But all in all, I think I'm really loving this new customization. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Yeah, it's pretty chill and pretty minimal, but it also gives you like those fall vibes, so I'm really enjoying it. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the customization I'm gonna be doing on my iPhone. I thought it turned out really cute. I really liked it, and honestly it was not that complicated once you get your hands into it. And there are a couple other little tricks that you can do with the iOS 16. So basically, I'm sure you've already seen it, but like if you have a picture and then you just like press on it, it actually cuts the object. Like if you have a picture of two people or something, it cuts the object, and then you can paste it into a message or into your Instagram story, and basically it makes it like a sticker. I thought that was so cool. Then there's also a duplicates folder or album in your photo gallery where you can like merge two pictures that are already the same, so that you don't waste more space in your storage. You can also customize where to put the notifications, if at the bottom or just by numbers or just like through the whole screen like you used to be. And those are pretty much some of the new things that you can do with your iOS 16 update. I'm pretty sure there are a few more, but these are like the most common ones I've seen so far, which honestly are very helpful. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. I'm so happy that we are growing our family. I hope this was helpful for you, and if you would like to see a different video like for an iPad customization or a MacBook customization, definitely comment down below so that I can make some of that for you guys, because honestly making this one was super fun. I love customizing my phone. I don't particularly enjoy spending so much time like looking at my screen and doing all the things, because it does take a little bit of time, but in the end it's totally worth it. So once again, thank you so much for watching guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Goodbye!